What's up, Rube? It's Little Big Robots here. Thought I'd fire off a video showing one of the many projects I have going on always, forever and all time. This is, as you can see here, my number 57, meaning armored puppets. You can't see them right here. Let me show you one. These guys are a really popular line. I get a lot of views on these guys. They're just a great 1/25th scale series of kits. Basically, my favorites are the one that look kind of like this, which is just a basic, like a robot. I like robot-y looking things. I like things that look like something that humans will actually have one day. For the most part, I also enjoy other types, humanoid and otherwise. But so these are some of my favorite kits. I haven't bought a lot of them lately because they've been going off into some crazy areas, like, I'm sure you've seen this before, but like the shark one, which is a great little kit. It's fun, but that's vastly different than that. This is my preference. These kind of cartoonier ones and stuff like that, it's really fun and kind of, I don't want to say cute, but it is. It's cute. And so I'm kind of holding off on buying more of this line until they make more of these. So the good news is these older kits go on sale quite a bit more. But, whoo, there he goes. And he's broken a million pieces. I always do that. But once you're done with having so many kits like me, hang on a second. Excuse me, didn't want to cough in your face there. One of the things you wind up you wind up with boxes of parts, leftover parts. These are parts that go with the stands. They provide you with the cool stand option in most of them. Then you've got a million parts like this cool smoky colored weapons parts. You've got tools like industrial tools, which is one of my favorite things for this line, is the industrial type of items you can make with them. Extra feet, more armor. This is industrial type armor for one of my favorite ones, which is the industrial bot. So you wind up with just tons of this stuff. And so what I have is I have a problem with limited space. And if you watch my videos before, you know that I keep 2 large shelves and 2 small shelves. Go back in my old videos, you'll probably see it in my photos and stuff like that. And a big closet. I have a big closet. And then I have a couple little mini shelves that hang up, which is for fun stuff. I could, as I've always said, fill my house with shelves and shelves and shelves of stuff just so that I can keep adding on more and more toys and stacking up piles of stuff. And I don't want to do that. That's when it becomes a job, an overwhelming type of thing. And I like to kind of work with, this is a cool part, I like to kind of work with a small collection because I think there's a lot of small collectors out there. And I enjoy having a very particular theme, in this case, little versions of big robots. So I can't keep boxes and boxes. I have it all stored in my closet. It's a wonderful thing. It's not a closet, it's more like a walk-in space. It's a wonderful thing to store them in, these big boxes that you get from IKEA. You put the lid on, you can label them with painter's tape and change that label out and stuff like that. But this could be reduced down to like half this size probably, or at least a third, and then I'd have room for more. As you can see, I keep hands in these big, all those hands could be squeezed into a little space. So what I'm trying to do today and this weekend is, and continually with my collection, is constantly squish stuff down. So one way to do that is to go ahead and get the old instructions. As you can see here, here's a tool that came with one of the industrial ones. See, it's like I probably have it mixed up in here. So what I have to do is I'm going to find the parts and try and make that particular tool or that item. So I go through all the instructions and do that first. Then a couple things like this, sprues of plastic like this, can get compacted down into one tool that can be stored in like a tool bin or something like that, or used for other models or toys or whatever. All of their stands I have in their own box, so this is just kind of not supposed to be in here. This should go in the stand box. And another thing you can do, or that I try to do, even though it kind of hurts me in the future, like that's just an empty sprue. Look at that. That just needs to get recycled. Let's see here. Empty sprue. See how much space that takes up that you can't do anything with, though? So make sure you go through and always triple check your sprues. Make sure you don't have anything left on them and recycle those. So another thing you can do, and like I was saying, although it does hurt me in the future, that if I want to come back and find a particular part, I don't have the sprue number and the number anymore. But to me, it's worth it to go ahead and build any of these little weapons and stuff that goes together, and or just clip out the part. Let's say here's a head here. This is a cool, sorry, I was painting earlier today. There's a cool devil head that goes on one of the cool ones. Go ahead and cut those out and then put all heads in a baggie. Let's see what we got here in the video. Here we go, swords. I started to put swords in there, but this has become something else. You know, and then you compact it down that way. So what I'm hoping to do is really work through all of this, you know, organize all the cool weapons that I really never use. Maybe either sell them or, you know, give them away or just keep them for future projects. This is a waist part, so I would put that in a legs/waist bag. That's how I organize my gunpla parts, and I have them in heads, arms, weapons. I even broke down the weapons at one point to like axes and swords, and I kind of got sick of doing that, but I might have to do it again because look at this. So there's that one part there, 22x22. I don't know anything what that is. I don't even know if that's a, but look, there's these two parts I have in here for this entire sprue. So let me grab my, just one of my, I like, if I have a broken pair of nippers, this is what this is good for. See how those are broken? So you take that and you want to just snip off that side. But if you can, try and keep the number with it. Where'd the number go? So 22. So even that little part can come off, because that'll get hooked up on something. Oops, oops. As you can see, I'm looking through the camera lens. I can't quite, depth perception is off. So I went from that, so I'm going to throw that in there for now. And there's the other one here. Let's cut that off here. I'm going to cut my finger off because cameras don't do depth perception well because it's not my eye. In fact, let's see. Yeah, let's cut it off here for now. So throw that in there. So after doing that, check the sprue for any extra bits. And now I've saved all that room, and that could be recycled. And so I find myself, because I'm a plastic model kit guy and a lot of toys that I enjoy, a lot of robot toys, come on sprues now, and you build them yourself. So it's one of the best type of toy I enjoy. You know, that you can cut them off the sprues and save some. Not all of them. You want to keep some, but if you're just not sure what it is, a lot of the special effects parts like this are really cool, but they're just such a particular thing, I'll probably never use them, but if I ever need them. But you can see I've got heads, arms, I mean, you know, so anyway, I thought I'd show you that quick project that I was looking at. There's an extra smoky foot, so I could easily throw that into a foot bag. And I love the smoky color. I might do a whole model kit just in that. I do like that. I'm not really a see-through plastic guy, but that's pretty cool. Got regular plastic bits. I mean, just tons of this stuff taking up room that, you know, I go, oh, I need to keep it on the sprues for future projects, but if it's all a big mess, I'm never going to use it for a future project anyway. What I need to do is get all my parts broken down to where I can sit down, look through my parts, and just randomly build fun stuff. So anyway, I thought you might enjoy a look at one of the projects I'm working on this weekend. Have a good day, everybody. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.